Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream of this game. My laptop is once again not showing that I'm live, so I don't even know if I'm live now. I might be dead for all we know, but hope everyone's doing well. Last time we got all the stuff done, all the missions and stuff, so that's good. And now, we're going to do a couple of events, because that's what we love. Love events. Alright, let's get in chat, so I can see all your messages. If someone said something, I missed it, sorry. Hey, Elise. Hey, Elise, didn't you take much time to get us up to speed or something? Altella taught me everything I need to know, along with Her Highness and Rosine. I also helped out with the Courageous a couple of years ago, even if it was only a little. Oh, you did? That's news to me. I've been practicing with Their Highness so I could surprise you. There were only a few orbital computers available at St. Astreria, but I did have a chance to learn how to use them. You managed all that while still acting as head of the student council? I'm impressed. I thought I knew all there was to know about you, but evidently that wasn't the case. Hee hee, not anymore it isn't. This won't be the last time I surprise you either. Yeah, I gotcha. Spill the beans. Spill the beans, Elise. How you doing, Rebel? Welcome to the stream. Yes, you made it first. Well done. How's life treating ya? Yeah. Let's start the thing already. Let's start the event. Oh! Say to the spirit veins and find a Kareen, find a gap to exploit. Are we gonna go on a big mission or something? Oh. We might be doing a big mission or something. This might be the biggest event of the stream. But let's go. Let's see what's going on. I'm doing good, Rebel. I'm doing good. Did you do anything good today at all? You know, Rebel, you might want to stick around a bit. A certain familiar person might be appearing in this stream. By the name of Lloyd, maybe? This is the east side of the Osgiliath Basin. According to the map, Ymir is somewhere beyond those mountains. We should be able to send a communication through a gap in the jamming. The weather is looking good too. This could be our best chance. I'll set up the equipment. It's a military issue, so it should have a decent output. Gonna do his first stream. Ooh, exciting! Can you do it? Do you think you'll do good? Let me know when you do it, alright? I wish but never expected to hear from my wayward children. Mom, Dad, I'm so glad you're both alright. I was about to say the same thing, Reen. I wish I could see your face in person. Yeah, same here. Although, in a way, maybe it's for the best you can't see me right now. Oh, Reen. We heard a little about what happened. It sounds like you've been through a lot. Hang on, let me check something. Okay, cool. Important thing now is that you're free now. You even have Elise by your side. You think you will do good? Sweet. I'll see if I can watch it. No need to get downhearted about anything else. Yes, so long as you're together, you'll work something out. Make the most of this time. Do some catching up. There's no need to worry about us. Ymir's fine. Gileath is a man of his word. Come to think of it, now would be a good time to tell Elise about what happened 14 years ago. 12 p.m. Oh, I'll be live then. Darn it, Rebel. Oh well. I'll catch the VOD at least. Are you sure? Yeah, you have a right to know. What a nice time. I didn't think it would work out this smoothly. I can't thank you enough, Elise. It wasn't anything special. Besides, I wanted to talk to Mom and Dad too. I'm glad I could help though, and I'm grateful to have had a chance to learn why you came into our lives. Well, that's good, I guess. There's a lot I couldn't bring myself to tell you before. You've heard about why my hair and eyes changed, right? Yes, you became the sacrifice that cast this curse over the Empire. Emma told me that much already. She did, huh? Sorry to make you worry. I didn't mean to. Haha, don't trouble yourself too much over it. I'm quite used to it. It's like Mom said, just being here with you is enough. We'll see, Rebel. I'll try. We'll see, we will see. If you ever feel worried or if you're suffering and want to give up, just let me know. I may not be able to fix your problems, but you can come to me anytime. What else is family for? Elise, thank you. I'm so glad I have you as my sister. A lot of people have touched my life since Dad adopted me 14 years ago. But one of the most fortunate things that ever happened to me is becoming your brother. He really isn't making this easy. Princess Elfin has been trying to put us together for so long, even setting aside her own feelings. Even Mom's starting to get in on it. Alright kids, you take care of yourselves. Oh, and Elise, I have a little surprise advice for you. A Sworzer woman must have courage. Better to take a risk than regret missing your chance later.
What Rean is going through right now is scarier than anything I can imagine. And then there's Elfin, and Elisa, and all the others. Even Muse, Yuna, and Altina too. They're all trying to face their feelings in these dark times. If they can do it, so can I. If I could just find the courage.
Elise? Oh, I'm fine. Absolutely fine. Come on, Rean, we'd better get back to the ship. I guess you're right. Let's get going. I have a feeling, Elise is also in love with me. But she's technically my sister, so, hell no. Sounds good, Rebel. Sounds fun. I wish you luck during all that, eh? I wish you the best of luck. Pretty cool. Right, Elliot is here. Who else has a love event? Deck, Machias is there. There's Emma. There's a lot of people. So many people with love events. Sure, you know what? Let's see here. Economy. Here, we'll just skip all this. Guess what? What's up, Rebel? What's up? How you doing? How's life, trios? What's going on? Oh, we're going to the, surface. Oh, what's gonna be down on the surface? Sweet, Rebel. That's exciting. Pretty cool. That's exciting news, huh? Alright, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's happening here. What do you think is gonna happen? Wow! Look at the lake. Big. With a ton of waterfalls, too. Wow, this waterfall's beautiful. From afar it was pretty, but it's even better up close. Yes I am, Rebel. Yes I am. There's such a peaceful atmosphere here. It's almost unreal. Yeah, you can see why people count it among the natural wonders of the Empire. I doubt you have any waterfalls quite like this one in Crossbell. Maybe not, but Lake Elma is way bigger than this place. They both have their charms, if you ask me. I'd have to agree. Thanks, instructor. You brought me all the way out here to help me get my mind off of other stuff, didn't you? Heh, perish the thought. We're just here to gather intel. This is no vacation. Once we're done here, we still need to check out Grenville and Leaves, but maybe we can scope out the waterfall along the way, you know, at the interest of efficiency. I'm not gonna say no to that. Typical Instructor Reen, but I guess that's one of the things I... Wait, hold on, Yuna. Hold on. Am I really... I mean, I've had admirers of all kinds before, and there are people I've admired, but Lloyd and the SSS never made me feel the way I do when I'm with Reen. I'll try, Rebel. Could I be in love? No. What am I thinking? He's a teacher. I'm a student. We are not going there, Yuna. Snap out of it. Ellie Doll's looking at Reen right now. Still, I wonder if there's anyone he likes. Come to think of it, is he even single? If he's going out with anyone, it'd have to be someone from the old Class 7. Or maybe, this could be my best chance to find out. Say Yuna. Yes? Hi, present. What is it? I was just wondering if you wanted to take the wheel for a while. This seems more like your kind of thing than mine. Oh, yes, steering, right. Instructor, there's something I want to ask you. Yuna! Whoa there, well, what are you? Whoa. Huh? I'm gonna try to lose it. Right. Oh my gosh, that little girl was right. There is a thing in the lake. Going to school? Have fun. Have a good day at school. You don't think that was probably a cryptid of some kind? Remember the rumors in Milsante about a giant creature in the area? Now that we know it's real, we'll get a chance to defeat it soon enough. Huh? What's so funny? Sorry, it's nothing. I don't know why I try to deny how I feel about him.
There's no telling what the future holds. I have to face these feelings while I still can. It's different from Crossbell. When he saved me. I've never felt like this before.
How sweet. But Yuna was, Kurt's student. Or not Kurt, oh gosh. Maximum Bond. Yuna was Reen's student and still is, so no. Then again, maybe their ages aren't too far apart for all we know. But still. Before I forget. Hey, Ishikori. How you doing? Oh wow, look at all the stuff I have. Can be gifted to Patrick. How's life treating ya? How's you doing? A bunny necklace? Yep, you get a bunny necklace, Altina. Merry Christmas. Gifted to Laura. But yeah, I hope you're doing good, Ishikori. Today might be a big day. A big old big day. Tawa? There's Tawa's gift. You're doing okay, just chilling, not killing. I'm doing good. I think something big is gonna go down this stream. I think something very, very big is gonna happen and it's gonna be awesome. Yeah. I know. There you go. Big day of adventures. Big day of something, I'll say that much. Thank you for the pocket watch. Wow, you're so nice. Albion cuffs. Interesting. Okay, well, that's enough for that now. Let's hope something big's gonna happen this stream. Yeah, it will. Just you wait, Muse. open air? We're going to go to the open air section. It's gonna be great. Do do do. Burr, burr, burr. Do do do. Yes. Yuna and Elisa's advice. They're going somewhere. Oh, and look, everyone's here. It's a little more bitter than I'm used to, but the snacks are delish. They've got such a refined, subtle sweetness to them. I agree. They provide the perfect offset to the bitterness of the tea. According to tradition, you can eat the sweets first so you can fully appreciate the tea's flavor. Guess you girls just aren't mature enough for that yet. Like you're one to talk. You're shoveling them in like you haven't eaten in days. Haha, all this is pretty fun. I've never been to an Eastern-style tea party like this before. I must say, your skills really impress, Muse. Have you done this before? I certainly have. I transferred to the branch campus. I joined the tea ceremony club. We've still got plenty more tea and cake, so help yourselves to seconds. Alright, now it's me and Muse alone. Well, that was fun. Rean took a load off for everyone, don't you think? It's too bad we couldn't get Maya and the others to join us, though. That's true, but we couldn't exactly call them away from moving the Durflinger to a safe zone. Aside from that, I'm delighted that I was able to wear my kimono again. Thank you for agreeing to this, instructor. Tea and cake sounds yummy? Wish I had some cake on me right now, or with me. Or maybe on me. I mean, you're welcome, but should I take this mean you have no more lingering regrets? This might be the last time you get to wear such an important keepsake after all. So I was right on the mark. I had a feeling someone had left that kimono to you. Judging by that reaction, it looks like I was right. Oh yes, I'll give you that. Was that why you went out along with the outdoor tea ceremony? Well, I really did want to give you all the chance to let off some steam, but more than that, yeah, I thought it would be a good opportunity to ask you why you've been hiding this from me. Hey, what are you... Always up for cake? I love cakes. This is the custom-made orbital pistol you showed me before, but when you let me handle it, I noticed something that didn't seem right. It's loaded. A bullet of this caliber would be next to useless in a real battle. Looking at it, I'd say it would only be effective within a range of 30 reggae or so. Not really suited for assassinations either. There's only one reason I can think of. I can think of that you'd keep this on you at all times. Are you expecting me to say I'm saving it for me? To be honest, I don't think you're the type to take the easy way out. Yuna told me this before, and I'll say it again. You're only human. It's only natural you'd be worried about what might be waiting for us on board the Pantagruel. Depending on how that works out, you might find yourself wanting to use this. Am I wrong? What other choice do I have? Huh?
I said, what other choice do I have? Mule Mirage is a path already set. Its gears already in motion. It was the only solution I could manage to find. A scheme only I could possibly devise.
I even set it up so it could continue without me. This is part of my contingency plan for if we end up facing the worst possible scenario. If it comes to that, I'm uniquely placed to make the most of it. I can use myself as a pawn to push us forward. I'm the only one who can do this, so what other choice do I have? Muse. Smack. Alright, I'll get where you're coming from. You have to do what you feel is best. Thank you for understanding. Just be aware, I won't stand by and allow that to happen. As your instructor, I'm obliged to protect you from harm, whatever it takes. Huh? It's also my duty as an awakener and as an 8 Leaves practitioner. The Unclouded Eye, my ogre power, the network I built at Thor's. I'll use everything I've got to prevent that worst case scenario. I'll let this whole world go to Gehenna before I allow you to sacrifice yourself. If my own abilities aren't enough, I'll pray to Adios and trust in my luck too. Hope you're ready for all that help and more. Instructor Rean. Rean? Muse? What are you two doing back here? You're gonna get left behind. Sorry, we'll be right there. Come on, Muse. Okay. Rin is so nice. If the worst truly does come to pass, there's only so much he'd be able to do. But still, he's touched a great many people's lives. Could all those connections come back around again and overturn the board, I wonder? Hope you're ready for all that help and more. No. I'm a player in this game. I have to concentrate on the bigger picture. When the time comes, I can't afford to cling to some intangible hope. No, I'll complete my mission according to plan. Were we too close to Muse at some point? It's fine. It's alright, right? We need more people like Rin? Yeah. In real life, for sure. Snap people out of it. Alright, I believe there are 2 bonding points left. So, let's do them. And then, the story can continue. Now, loading. Forever, never, never remember. Okay, what are we loading so much? Is the game frozen? Uh-oh. I'm gonna give it another minute. Oh! I think the game froze, guys. Oh my gosh. Yep. Oh, that is, very, very annoying. Oh, there we go. Hey, game, could you not do that, please? Could you, please just keep working? Gods. Alright, 2 more. Hey, Emma. I should save the game, huh? Not yet. I see. You're a little busy, aren't you? Oh well. The game just took forever and didn't freeze. Yep. Coming down to the surface. We're going to the surface. So, what's gonna happen, guys? What's gonna happen with Emma here? What's gonna happen, guys? I'm scared every time I see a loading screen now. I'm afraid it's gonna be the last loading screen we'll ever see. Roselia's atelier. This is where you grew up, huh, Emma? I guess Rose isn't here right now. No, she left a while back. She said she had some business to attend to. I got her permission to use it, though, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, that's good. Something seems weird here. I asked you to come here for one reason. The curse that's afflicting you, the thing that keeps you bound to the Great Twilight. I want to release it from you. What? You can do that? I think so, if everything goes well. I found something in this spell book, Ishmian Tales. I can't know for sure, but in theory, it should work. I won't lie, it's going to be dangerous, but I believe it's a risk worth taking. I see. If you think it's worth the risk, then I'm willing to give it a try. At least Tawa and the princess are safe now, so it's not as much of an issue if I get put out of commission for a while. Alright, if you're sure, take a seat and I'll set it all up. This is where we all die now, and the world ends. The spell will allow me to project my astral body and enter your mind directly. The physical cause of the Great Twilight is in your heart, there's no doubt about that. But based on the information we have, I'd say it's also linked to your soul. It sure feels that way. I'm going to try to find the root cause of the curse and separate it from you. Once that's done, your powers shouldn't get so out of control anymore. That sounds great and all, but what about you? If I get hurt, that's one thing, but I don't want anything to happen to you. There's no need to worry. I've done this before. There's been other Great Twilights. Like how they are all chill on doing this. Yeah, this very serious thing. You're the one who'll be facing the most danger from this procedure. That's fine by me. I'm ready when you are. Okay. And now we bring our foreheads together. Can I get you to crouch down a little? Like this. Now close your eyes. Mare Spiritus, Ocean of the Soul. And now for it to work, we must kiss. Wait, what? Yeah, that's just how it goes. Okay, Rean, stay calm, take a deep breath, and look into my eyes. Oh. She's evil. Turns out she's evil. What the? Is this my voice? She's naked! Hee hee, pretty neat, right? I'm projecting the image back to you. And don't worry, I won't peek at any of your private memories. Well, thank you, but that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about Ultima getting banned for naked. Are you going to dive deeper from here? Yes, that's the plan. I'm going to make my way through the layers of your consciousness until I reach the depths of your soul. That's where I'll find the curse. Ugh. What was that? Oh, no, it's too soon. It's got to be my powers. Emma, get out of there. If you get caught now, it's all over. Don't worry, I knew this might happen. What? Sorry, Reed, I lied to you before. The spell, the danger it presents to you is practically negligible. On the other hand, there's a chance my astral form could be completely destroyed. The history of the Hexen clan is the story of sacrifice after sacrifice. My mother was no different. Even Vita is carrying on the tradition in her own way. And now, it's my turn. Emma, stop! You didn't tell me any of this. This isn't what I wanted. My name is Emma Milstein. I am the daughter of Isola, disciple of the Crimson Witch Roselia. I will live up to my family name and protect those dear to me, no matter what the cost. No, stop this right now! What the? Reen, how did you... Reen, don't! You have no idea of the damage that could... Shut up! You're in no position to lecture me. Damn curse, get away from her! Please go before Ultima gets an email from Twitch. Yep. Exactly. What just happened? That shouldn't have been possible. Emma. I'm disappointed. I thought you knew better than this. Do you have any idea how stupid that was? Reen. I had a feeling something wasn't right from the beginning. If the spell that like that could exist, Celine and Roselia would have known, right? They'd have helped with it. Even Vita would have pitched in. This Ishmian Tales book, it's no ordinary spell book, is it? Let me guess, it's full of dark magic, so dangerous that it's forbidden by your clan. That's why you didn't say anything to Celine, and that's why you made some excuse to get Roselia out of here. I can't believe you pulled one over on me like this. Vita's really going to let me have it. How did you... Come on, how long have we known each other? I can tell when you're hiding something. I just had no idea you'd resort to such desperate measures. Emma, why did you even... How can you even ask me that? Huh?
Because you're important to me, Reen. You're more dear to me than anyone else I know.
Isn't that reason enough to want to protect you?
Everything that's happened has been my fault. If I was stronger, you wouldn't have been cursed and Milliam would still be alive today. It was my duty to put an end to all this destruction, and I failed. Because of that, you and Eustace suffered so much pain. I was so scared, I thought I was going to lose you, and that this was really the end. And I know you, if there's a chance for you to sacrifice yourself, you're going to take it. You might try to act cool so we won't worry, but I can see through it, and it's got nothing to do with being a witch. Alyssa, Elise, we all know what you're thinking. You're just as bad as Crow. No, you're even worse. Did you really think I'd just stand idly by and let you throw your life away? Emma, Excuse me, I need some air. Oh! Emma, there you are. Emma, what are you doing? What's the matter with you? Alright, Reen, what happened between you two? Judging by that forbidden grimoire, I'm guessing it's nothing good. So it's like this. I thought Emma was looking more than a little gloomy. Attempting a spell like this is rather extreme, though. So it really was more dangerous than she let on. Yes, diving into another's consciousness is not something anyone should attempt lightly. That's even more true for a cursed soul like yours. Worst case scenario, it could have left her a soulless husk. This is all my fault. I should have paid more attention. I should have said something. Indeed, that's true. Hey, can I get a little sympathy here? Silence, fool, and think about what you've done. In a way, though, hearing about this is something of a relief. Huh? Emma's always been such a good, obedient child. This is the first time I can remember her caring about something enough to break the rules. Although that might just be because her mother always let her have her way when she was little. Oh my. It's a little galling that you were the one who inspired her to be more honest about her feelings, though it only makes sense given how close you two have become. Reen, I know you must be upset, but try to be gentle with Emma. Consider her feelings. That's what a gentleman does. Rose, you're starting to show your age. Well, excuse me for still believing in good old-fashioned manners. So I have the feeling that Emma likes Reen as well. None of them deserves Reen. Yeah. Reen's a good guy. Oh. It's glasses, Emma. So what's with the hat and glasses? Going back to your old look-see. I see. Hey, Nylos. Thanks for tabbing me. How goes you today? Are you doing good? Reen, I have to apologize to you. I don't know what came over me. At the time I was blind to it, but now it's clear to me that I stepped far out of line. I could imagine how devastated you'd be if anything were to happen to me, and yet... Oh, no need to hide behind these glasses anymore, right? I think you can see just as clearly without them. It's not to say I don't find the bespectacled look really cute on you too. Cute? Emma, you truly go above and beyond to support me. You always have. You can lose sight of everything else because of it, but that just shows how much you care. I couldn't be more grateful to have you. Oh, if possible though, could you keep me in the know from now on? I try to put on a brave face, but you've seen through that. It's true that I don't have much hope left for what's to become of me, but I don't want to die. I want to continue on, and not alone. I want to have my friends beside me, you especially, Emma.
Reen, I'm sorry for everything. Thank you.
Emma likes me. That's another girl I'll have to disappoint in the future. Did Emma get friend-zoned? Definitely by me. By Reen, though? I don't know. Maybe. He. And now there's one more love event that we must do, guys. And we will have it with Elliot. Frequencies, huh? Elliot's gonna say, I love you too, Rean. I love you. He said it too about being with his friends, including her. He did say especially her, though, so maybe more than a friend. The next song is a cover of a classic oldie from a pair of young performers rapidly beginning both Eyes and Ears and Heimdall. Here's to My Dear in a Far-Off Land by Ronan Morris. What's with this song? It's as if my heart is pounding just from listening to it. There it is. I knew it. This renowned piece was covered to inspire bravery among all our soldiers marching out to face the coming war. And I just know the late Leanna Craig, the amazing performer behind the original, is right at Idiosis' side, delighted with this tribute to her work. Now our next song is... Hey Elliot, that song and the pair performing it. Yeah, the piece was one my mom had originally written. And the ones covering it were Ron and Morris, friends of mine from the Music Academy. Haha. We met them during one of our field studies, as I recall. One of them works for the Ryville Company now, right? Yeah, Kalinka. She's contacted me just the other day, actually. Ron and Morris were expected to join the Imperial Orchestra, but they ended up making their debut as a duo instead. They specialize in martial music, designed to heighten the audience's inclinations toward war. The song incorporated several melodies tailored specifically to induce aggression within its listeners. It definitely got my heart pumping, but could a song really do that on its own? Then again, considering the spread of the Empire's curse, not to mention your own performances, well, like I always say, that's the power of music. My mom originally wrote that song with my dad in mind. He was set to head out with the army on one of their campaigns, and now Ron and Morris are Elliot. I guess they succeeded. In a way, I feel more motivated to catch up with them now than ever. We have an announcement to make for all your loyal listeners out there. Ron and Morris, two of the hottest performers around, are currently on provincial tour through Le Maire. In fact, they're scheduled to perform an outdoor concert in Raquel later today. So if you're around, we definitely recommend stopping by. Look at that. Guess my chance arrived quicker than I expected. Would you mind coming with me, Rean? I have a few thoughts I'd like to share with my friends. Of course, Elliot. I'll help you out in whatever way I can. Very interesting. What are we gonna do? Is everyone getting pumped up? Oh, the fog. And that's our show. Thank you all for coming. Yay! That was a beautiful melody. I could feel my spirit lift with each note I heard. Yeah, I can't wait to crush the Republic. I wonder when I'll get my draft card. I hope it's soon. Hey now, this all feels disturbingly familiar. Our tour's been a great success, wouldn't you say? Yeah, that piece seemed to really speak to them all. Let's do it, Morris. In our next Eastern tour, we should play our own music. Is that really your music? Elliot? And you? What are you doing here, Kalinka? Shouldn't you be in the capital? I would go anywhere for a dear friend. Since everyone's here, why don't we perform something together? we present to you, To My Dear in a Far Off Land. This piece, it sounds like the one we just heard. It's not quite the same, but it feels tranquil somehow. Get that evil fog out of here. Ah! Stop it! They came to listen to our music! No, this isn't your music. This isn't your music at all. Wake up, Ron, Morris. Remember what we learned at the Music Academy? Ugh. Well, even if it's the original, we won't be outdone by you two. There's no way we're letting you two get all the good parts. You guys. Then this turns into Violin Hero. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Bravo! The last piece was amazing! It fired me up to work 100 times harder. You have some splaining to do. Thanks, guys. That was quite the performance. Sorry for barging in on you, though. Elliot, how can you smile like that? I mean, we ruined your mom's song, didn't we? And we used to stir up the war. It rubbed me the wrong way when the two of you started exclusively playing military music last year. But now you make a debut like this. Could it be an order from the army? Yeah, that's right, but it's us that jumped on it. They said, don't you want to be a big success like Elliot Craig? Oh. So they made us play military music. What's so bad about trying to get your foot in the door? You don't understand how it feels to be us. Being a young musician with a successful tour, or carving out a career path in Rayvelt Company. We all graduated from the same academy. We'll do anything we can to make our own music. Oh, guys, this is how the curse of the Empire is manifesting. You two haven't changed. When you were in the academy, you loved music and believed in its power. Seems you still hold that faith. I felt that when you played Mom's music. The blood, sweat, and tears you poured into it, and the guilt weighing down your heart. You must have practiced day and night to make it even better. That's... Turning that piece into a militaristic melody really hurt at first, but I was also impressed as a musician. You managed to make it a piece with power. I don't agree with stoking up war, but even I have to be impressed at what you've done using the power of music. This might be the real reason I called Kalinka and butted in like that. Elliot. I just want you to both think of what you really want to do, about what sort of music you want to make, and what message you really want to send. Then you won't have anything to regret, and you'll be able to play music that really moves people. Like when we did the thing. That's what I've been able to do with Reen in Class 7. I'm glad to hear you feel that way, Elliot. And you say we're the ones who never change. I thought you came just to break up what we were doing here at first. Of course not. Music is never a crime. But that doesn't mean I'm going to let up. Not even for a second. I'll keep fighting until this curse stoking the flames of war is broken for good. Elliot. Thank you. I feel like you've opened our eyes a little. There's a mountain of work from the army waiting for us when we get back to the capital. But we'll take this opportunity to reconsider our path and work out what it is we really want to do. And we'll pour a lot of thought into how to best pursue our music from now on. No matter what form it ends up taking, we'll embrace it. We're professional musicians after all. Oh, sounds perfect. I'll be looking forward to when we have a chance to perform together again. How nice. And now, guys, it's time. Well, not yet. We still have to talk. Thank you, Reen, for indulging me. Anytime, Elliot. I'm glad to see you're sticking to your principles. I'm sure that if you keep investing your all into your music, you'll reach your potential and then some. Well, I've only got as far as I have because you've always encouraged me. I've channeled all that we've overcome together and make my music even stronger, and that's why I had the courage to say everything I did to Ron and Morris. Haha, inspiring as always, Elliot. Thanks for everything, Reen. Likewise. Reen, I love you. Wait, what? Nothing. Alright, all missions done. All little heart events are done, guys. Is everyone ready for main story plot now? Okay, good. The loading screen has passed. First let's do this real quick. Profile notes. Let's just do this real quick.
Let's check.
Oh, it's not enough. Sorry.
I'll take a look then.
Everyone on the game does too, apparently. Yes.
These results are amazing.
Everyone loves Reen. Valerie loves Reen, I bet. What about you?
I'll take a look. So many. Thank you very much.
Tatiana definitely loves Reen. Obviously, right?
Here to make a
Great work, everyone!
Best of luck.
Alright. Save game. Check the quests just to make sure I turned them all in. I did. Let's begin. This is gonna be awesome. What are you thinking? She's still only 16. Wow. Let's do it. Uh-huh. 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 Let's go! This is gonna be explosive, guys. The biggest thing ever. Oh, let's stretch a bit. 12:30. It's 12:44 right now, so we were close. Just imagine if we were like dead on 12:30 as well in real life. That would be so amazing. This is neutral. We can do whatever we want over this airspace. That's a big ship. And we're gonna ram into it, right guys? But that's a friendly airship. Nope, nope. Ramming into it. Go! Merkaba number 8, this is the Pantagruel speaking. Your ship is now permitted to dock. Please follow the beacon. Understood. Initiating automated boarding. Wow, we really are over a 3-way border, if only just barely. The non-intervention zone should span the entire surrounding area. Supposedly. Not much chance for interfering when you're straddling 3 entire countries, huh? Yep, plus it's off the invasion route into the Republic. Makes for a pretty effective blind spot. But did we really have to go all the way out here just to find out what Mil Mirage is about? They're here. And to the front runners. They're here, but who's the they're here? Pantagruel landing craft. The Pantagruel will be landing on this tiny airship. Excuse me. I think that's the Bobcat. Or maybe not. Never mind. Just ignore me. Scout ships from the Pantagruel, and more from the northeast and south. The northeast and south? Could it be? That makes their origins clear, geographically speaking. But in that case, the ship coming from the east must be a new state-of-the-art military gunship from the Republic, courtesy of the Verne Company. That's right, complete with a higher carrying capacity and an expanded cruise range. So many people from so many different regions gathered together for one purpose. You say, does this mean that all of these people are...
Indeed, important figures from each one of our neighboring countries. The Kingdom of Liberl, the Principality of Remiferia, and even the Republic of Calvard. And if all goes to plan, we'll have a few special guests from the Bracer Guild and the SSS join us too.
Sweet! I'm excited. This is gonna be a big meeting. The biggest meeting in the entire world. And the ship's big. Big ol' ship, huh? The frontal hold. Where all our ships will be. Been about a month, hasn't it? Oh right, this is where you escaped from, right, Ash? Wow, that ship is huge. Hey, that's the Bobcat too. It's just like Josette said.
So, you showed up after all.
It's Weller, I think. Brigadier General. Oh, it's Bardias. Never mind. Just ignore me. You
As
look well.
do you, Schwarzer. Despite everything General Le Guin and Miss Clotilda tell me you've been through. Your Highness, Lady Angelica, it's a pleasure to have you back safely with us.
Thank you, Brigadier General. I can't stop yawning. What's going on? We appreciate it. Who would have thought we'd be meeting here on the Pantagruel at a time like this?
Agreed. Things have taken a real turn since Ordis's last provincial council. What happens here today could very well change the course of history.
Oh, wow, the course of history? Quite the assemblage, then. Indeed it is. In fact, some of our guests have already arrived, though many of them are simply here to observe.
Follow me, everyone.
This is gonna be a big meeting. There's gonna be 100 people here, and it's gonna be great. Ooh, nice chandelier. The guest area. Is this the big thing that's gonna happen? I think it is. I think it is. Wow, incredible! Doesn't even begin to describe this place. Actually, haven't you and Instructor been here before, Allie? It's a bit of a long story, but I shall not reveal the details of his misconduct during that occasion. Reen, what did you do? It was a misunderstanding. I'm not entirely convinced. I'm sure he didn't have any impure intentions. That's the whole problem. His heart is too pure. As I've told you before, Reen, nobody likes a goody two-shoes. Heh, you got that right. Can you guys just not? We've known for a while of your unsociable ways. Yeah, we already accepted the fact that you're completely clueless about people's feelings, Reen. Hee hee, Reen got all the luck though. All the bad luck, I'd say. This brings back memories. Reen carried me in his arms once. Oh right, I forgot about that. Man, there was a lot going on that day. I doubt anyone there that day expected that sort of daring escape from you. Wow, that must have been so cool. Reen, you hound. You really can't judge a book by its cover. Guys like you and Lloyd are really something else. Leave some charm for the rest of us, will ya? Yep, everyone's picking on Reen. Instructor Sarah, Tawa, requesting permission to burst into tears. Permission denied. This just means everyone likes you, Reen. You're a lucky man, Reen.
Wow. Looks like the party's already started.
Kinda feels like this meeting was a long time coming, huh?
Is it? Oh, it is. It's our old friends from the old games.
Well, I'll be. Took you guys long enough.
Long time no see, Tita.
Have you grown a few, Reach? Or am I imagining things?
Estelle, Joshua, and
Hello again, Tita. Remember our promise?
Ren!
Hug. Hug.
Oh, you guys. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
Don't you get me started, too.
So melodramatic. And here I thought you two'd have grown out of this by now.
Oh god, there's two Rens now. One Ren on Tita's arm and the other Ren that's right there.
You're one to talk. I can see you getting a little choked up yourself. Seems like you've been holding up pretty well, Agate.
As if there was any doubt.
Nice. Fee's wing is going through Sarah.
We're making progress, don't get me wrong. But there's still a lot left to take care of.
All the more reason to stay on top of our game from here on.
Oh, Sarah, you're here too.
Nice to see you again. It's been too long.
Man, it sure has. What's it been, like 3 years since you were last here in the Empire? Oh yeah, let me introduce you to Fee. Sup?
Fee? Like, the Fee? That petite powerhouse they keep talking about in all the guild branches?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sylphide. As you can see, we've heard all about the work you've been doing.
You can just call me Fee. I've heard a thing or two about you guys, too. You know, from Agate and Sherazard.
Oh yeah? Trust them to embarrass us like that.
Speaking of Shara, we still don't know where she is, do we?
At least I pronounced Sherazard's name right, huh?
Not a clue. We know she's still alive, at least. Way I figure, if she was in trouble, she'd contact us with that thing she's got.
Right. It's only been about 2 weeks since we last heard from her.
She left Heimdall altogether just after that, didn't she?
Yeah, I've got all the other Erebony embracers looking out for her too.
Tio!
Yay!
Nice tackle, Kia. Lloyd, Ellie, I'm glad you guys managed to come.
Of course. We wouldn't miss this.
Oh, I can't help myself. Come here, you two. Ellie, I can't breathe. Oh, Tio, I'm so relieved to see you're okay. Yona's been worried about you too, you know. Oh, you don't say. That's cool. But also, I could really use some air.
No air for you.
Ooh-wee. The dynamic duo's getting bigger and bigger by the day.
Good to see you, Randy.
Right back at you, Lloyd.
Now, hold on a moment. You didn't think I'd just let that little comment of yours slide, did you?
And now there's two Ellies. One on Yuna's arm and the one right there.
Who's the dynamic duo? Me and Tio? I don't think we got any taller.
No, not crap. Forget I said anything, alright?
Shame on you, Randy. There are children here.
And we didn't forget about you, Yuna. Kia's been telling us about all you've been up to.
We heard you helped set Tio free. I'm so proud of you.
Well, that was more Class 7 as a whole. It was just part of our mission. As someone who's always looked up to the SSS, it's so great seeing all of you back together again.
What do you mean? You're one of us too, Yuna. Mm-hmm. You're a lot closer to the SSS than you give yourself credit for. That's right. You carry on the spirit of Crossbell in a way all your own.
I think we're all aware of how much you look up to the SSS. But you know what? It goes both ways. We're just as proud of you too, Yuna. Every one of us.
Thank you.
Well, at the very least, you've gotten a bit more tame since the first day you bucked into the branch campus.
Come on, Randy! Let me have my moment! Oh, right! Elisa! Over here!
We need you for some reason.
You look amazing! It's been too long. I'm so glad you guys finally got the chance to reunite.
Oh, that's right. Elisa and Dolly met up about 3 months ago, huh?
Yep. Elisa's the granddaughter of the Reinford Company's founder, not to mention a Thor's alumnus.
Thank you, Elisa. Though, I don't think I look even half as good as you. Allow me to congratulate you on your reunion as well.
Aw, thanks.
I suppose I'd better introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Rean Schwarzer, graduate of Thor's Military Academy, Class 7. Ellie, Estelle, Joshua, it's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. Elisa's told me quite a bit about you already. Perhaps a bit too much, actually.
Oh, Ellie!
We definitely know you by now, after all the stories we've heard. From Tita's letters and Ren, even Olivier and Toval.
I see. It's no surprise you knew His Highness, but I wasn't aware you knew Toval too.
Yep. We met back on our first trip in Erebonia. He helped us out a bunch. It's good to meet you, Rean. This has definitely been a long time coming. Don't worry. You can loosen up around us. We're the same age, more or less, right?
Got it. I think I'll take you up on that. Looking forward to working with you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
As are we.
Oh.
It's been a while, Lloyd. How have you been?
Last time they met, they were fighting.
Busy, to say the least. It's been crazy this past year and a half. I really owe you for your help during Operation Birdcage.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll get the chance to return the favor, though. I get the feeling we're gonna be seeing a lot more of each other. From here on, Rean, we fight on the same side. As equals.
Instructor Rean?
Honestly, I'm not sure I even deserve to shake your hand. I'm sure you've heard about what I've done. The mistake I made.
Rean.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's my fault that the curse spread throughout not only the Empire, but Crossbell too. It's the same with Northumbria and Jirai as well. Even this awful war with Calvert. I have no idea how I can even begin to apologize.
No, Rean. That's wrong. It's my duty as a detective to look beyond what's on the surface. You want to know what I see? I see that this was all a setup from the very start. Nothing you could have done would have possibly changed the outcome. I see a man who, despite it all, never fell to despair. A man who continues to push back, even at this very moment. Not just for Crossbell, or even Erebonia, but for the world itself and all who reside in it. Within you lies the strength of countless allies, helping you move forward through whatever may come. I'd like the SSS to be a part of that, Rean. To be one of those allies there by your side. Empire or Crossbell, where we're from doesn't matter anymore. Now we're fighting for the world itself. Together.
Lloyd.
This guy, I swear.
Now I understand why you look up to him the way you do.
Yep. Told you he was great.
Wow. How am I supposed to follow up a speech like that?
Two knuckleheads.
I'll gladly take your words to heart. It's good to have you with us, Lloyd. I'll be honest with you, our situation is looking grim. And it's only going to get worse from here. But that's never stopped us before. With you on board, we'll overcome every barrier in our way.
You got it.
That goes for us, too. We Laburlians got your back.
I see you've saved me the trouble of rounding you up.
Who is it? It's the principal.
Principal Le Guin.
Right on time. Is everything ready?
Is she?
General Aurelia Le Guin, commander of the Viceland Army.
Wow. I can tell this lady's a serious badass.
That's an understatement. She's one of the greatest swordmasters of our generation.
Bracers of Liberl, Special Support Section. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Aurelia Le Guin. Well met, all of you. I'd love to chat with each of you individually, of course, but time is of the essence. I suspect our other guests are anxious to get things underway.
Who's the other guest?
What?
I knew it.
Well, if it isn't the special support section, I do believe it's been around 2 years since our paths last crossed. Though it would seem Arios is not with you this time around.
A pleasure to see you again, Your Lordship.
Our apologies. Arios had some pressing matters to attend to, though he did make sure to send his regards.
Is that so? I suppose I expected as much. A man in his position seldom has any time to spare. Princess Elphin, I bring you my greetings and condolences both. We received news of Emperor Eugen's condition, as well as the tragedy that befell Prince Olivert. I can only imagine the pain this must put you through. You have my deepest sympathies.
And you have my sincerest appreciation, Your Lordship. I must admit, I didn't expect to be able to meet with you so soon.
Nor did I. A silver lining in the dark cloud that brought us here. Lady Mildine, allow me to thank you once again for the invitation.
The gratitude is ours, Your Lordship. It's an honor to receive you.
Ha ha! This is quite an extraordinary crowd we have here. Correct me if I'm wrong, SSS, but it was 2 years ago that we last met as well, was it not?
Yes, back at the trade conference.
It's good to see you again, sir.
Princess Elphin, Lady Mildine, I don't believe I've ever formally had the pleasure. Though I suppose in a way we aren't entirely unfamiliar with each other. I had the privilege of meeting your brother, you see, back during the conference.
Ah, yes, he mentioned you before. Pleased to finally make your acquaintance. Knowing you're here helps put into perspective the true scale of Operation Mille Mirage.
It's an honor to have you. We do appreciate you taking the time to come. After all, I'm sure you, of all people, have been particularly busy of late. President Rocksmith.
What?
No way!
So that's how this is gonna go.
I don't even know how to react.
How silly of us. I didn't realize we had neglected to make our introductions.
In that case, allow me to go first.
This is Albert von Bartholomeus. I don't remember him.
I am Albert von Bartolomeus, Grand Prince of the Principality of Rematheria.
Didn't even get the name right.
It's a pleasure to meet you, students and alumni of Thor's Military Academy.
President Samuel Rocksmith. I don't remember him either.
And I'm Samuel Rocksmith, President of the Republic of Calvin.
Sorry. Memory stinks.
I'm sure I'm the last person you would expect to see here.
Prince Albert is one thing, but President Rocksmith?
Indeed. And in person, no less.
What's the President of Calvert doing here? We're on the verge of war.
That is exactly why I chose to attend, Machius Regnitz. Ah, and you must be the acting Duke Alberea. And, you're Fille Clausel, correct?
Let me guess. She told you. As I suspected, you work for Calvert's Central Intelligence Department.
Ah, that lady. Oh, Second Lieutenant Kayla. And Lucy Sayland. Hey, Saland.
That's right. I'm a second lieutenant in the CID, as well as a member of the Special Force Hercules.
Good scenes incoming. I can't wait. You're busy feeling anxious. Aw. Hope you can feel not anxious. But thanks for coming. Enjoy lurking.
Thanks for your help before, by the way.
I'm Lucy Sayland, Private Secretary to the Grand Prince. For those of you we met before, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Now I understand.
You were investigating Erebonia's internal affairs to prepare for today's meeting.
Wait, back up a sec. If the heads of Remiferia and Calvert are here, then...
There's only one more big nation we're missing.
Huh? It can't be.
It would seem they've arrived.
It is.
They made it.
Oh, you have got to be shitting me.
Liberl has just as much a stake in this as anyone else, after all.
It's Chloe. She's back.
It's the Princess of Liberl. And beside her...
Man, today's just full of surprises, isn't it?
Cloud.
Sorry for the delay. I have to say, this is the most luxurious ship I've ever seen.
Thank you once again for inviting us.
It's Claudia von Oslis. And... Lieutenant General Cassius Bright. Oh, it's Estelle's dad.
My name is Claudia von Auslis. I will be participating on behalf of Queen Alicia II of Liberl. Delighted to make your acquaintance, everyone.
Cassius Bright, Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Liberl. Unfortunately, we don't really have time for pleasantries. How about we get straight down to business?
Oh, man. So many people. But where's Adol, though? I could have sworn Adol would be here. Darn it. And the big meeting commences. Wonder if something bad is gonna happen. Here's hoping not. I don't know if I can handle any more bad things. This feels more like a summit than an informal meeting of concerned parties. Yeah, but Eustace and Angelica must have known this was coming, right? Yes, Musei planned to include representatives from powers outside Erebonia right from the beginning. Though we had no idea who exactly would be invited or in attendance, turns out Operation Mille Mirage has many influential backers. And the Lieutenant General of Liberl is among them. Cassius Bright, the tactical genius who stopped the Empire's invasion during the 100 Days' War. After the war, he left the army and worked as a bracer for a while. He and my father were good friends. I think I remember something involving him around 4 years ago? Right, when multiple Erebonian branches of the guild were blown up. When the anomaly started in Liberl, he rejoined the army. And now he's having a friendly chit-chat with the president of Calvert, whose country's about to get invaded by Erebonia. That Musei is an excellent matchmaker. Everything's going too well. Yeah, a little bit. We'll see, huh? She even reached out to Remiferia. Wow! Remiferia is in a similar situation as Liberl right now. The Empire is pressuring both of them to allow the army safe passage through. Neither are particularly willing to do so, but they fear retaliation should they decline. Refusal should be construed as siding with Calvert. Small nations can't afford to be assertive against the overwhelming power of the belligerent Erebonia. Yeah, that'll probably be the main topic of discussion today, I think. While those nations can't openly oppose the Empire, we, along with bracers in the Special Support section, are more free to take action. This is a good opportunity to speak with the other parties involved, not just Liberl and Crossbell, but Remiferia and even Calvert too. Indeed, there's no better time for us to exchange information. It's also the ideal time to speak one's mind freely. After discussions have concluded, I like to speak with the Grand Prince and the Prince President myself. You got guns, I'll give you that, though I wouldn't mind exchanging a few words with them either. And I'd like to talk with Ellie if there's time. Him and Crown Princess Claudia too. Seriously? Well, I guess this is your best shot at getting close to her. By the way, Ash, don't you and Joshua go way back? Look, that ain't confirmed, and I really don't remember him. Still, you two might want to talk and clear things up. Yeah, that's what this thing's all about, isn't it? There's going to be a dinner after the main talks. We can talk about more personal stuff then. The principal invited us here, so there's no point in acting like wallflowers. Yes, let's make the most of it. I should go around and talk to the attendees myself. Check in with those from Liberal and Crossbell. Might as well talk with the representatives of Calvert and Remetheria too while I'm at it. Party is temporarily disbanded. Required sub-events? Oh, sub-events. Secret missions too, I wonder? I hope not. If there's one thing I don't want, it's secret missions. Can we get past the dreaded loading screen? I don't know. Oh, okay, we did. So what do we got? Lots of people to talk to. Lots and lots of people. Charge! Wrong way. Charge! Can we? I don't think we can leave. Oh god, it's a little laggy. I wanna go... Never mind. I wanna go that way. Alright. Guess there's nothing we can do but just talk to people. Let's start from the top here and move our way down. Yoo-hoo! Hello! Oh, there you are. Introducing yourself to all the important people, are you? Well, I thought it wouldn't hurt. What are you up to? Not much. We're merely standing around. I've been on this airship before. I've seen all there is to it. Anyway, the talks will be over. Will soon be over, so I might as well wait here. Is something bothering her? She's not hiding it very well, is she? It's about that man from the barrel, Cassius. She's been acting funny around him. I get it. He's a master of the 8 sleeves, 1 blade style. Used to go by the nickname Divine Blade. Hey, what are you talking about behind my back? It's rude to exclude people from a conversation when they're right there with you. Sorry about that. How are you doing, Rosie? Everything okay? More or less. I received a report from some Ouroboros activity from the high seat when I was on my way here. Nothing happened yet, though. By the way, has there been some sorts of incident in the holy city of Arteria? I think Emma mentioned something about that too. Vita might know more about it, but as luck would have it, she's not here. Ah, yes. Maybe she'll turn up eventually. Maybe, but as for me, I'm happy she's keeping her distance. I can relax without her annoying presence sitting on my teeth on edge. Enjoy it while you can. Should I ask the staff to fetch you a saucer of warm milk? Good idea. Thanks, Rosine. And so Celine got her milk and all was good. What's going on here? It's an honor to speak with you again. We haven't had a chance to talk leisurely since we were at the Ismelis Garden. It's been so long. I was kinda having an identity crisis when we last met. Somehow, we've always been too busy to really talk. Yeah, true. Damn, all the generals here are strong as hell. You managed to hold off McBurn all on your own in Languedoc Canyon. That's pretty damn awesome. My father fought McBurn as well, though he seemed alright at the time. The damage his body suffered manifested later. Have you noticed anything similar? No, luckily. I seem to be perfectly fine. I don't think it's because McBurn was going easy on me. He seemed dead set on inflicting as much pain as possible. I think he might have been particularly vicious when he was fighting Viscount Arseed. I was worried about Wallace too. Good to know he's okay. Would be nice to have a friendly duel with him one day. Yuck, I would die so quickly. Well, is that you, Schwarzer? You look awfully serious. The situation's pretty grave. At least I finally have a sense of what direction I should be heading in. I've got my allies to thank for that, and for lending me their strength. That's good. Gaius, you seem to have gotten used to your new powers. Barkhorn was a legend, there's no doubt about that. But I think you'll be another. That's kind of you to say so. I hope it won't sound patronizing. but I've been concerned about you. I see now that I needn't have worried. You're doing well for yourself, and you'll go far if you keep it up. You know how to build my confidence, and I appreciate it. They both studied under Barkhorn. I'm thankful they've got a good relationship. I should speak with Cassius soon. Cassius soon? Well, no problem there. There you are, Reen. Steadily working your way through the crowd, chatting everyone up. Are you going to talk to Kayla too? If that's okay, Special Second Lieutenant Kayla. Yes, you may speak to me at any time, without reservations, Ashen Chevalier. I'm grateful for your help the other day. I had a feeling you guessed who I was right at the start. I had my suspicions. It seems I interrupted your conversation. What was it about? You were just touching on recent internal affairs in Calvard. I'm not sure what you might have heard about the situation there. The ruling party lost to the opposing in the recent elections. Aren't President Rocksmith's term end? He'll be forced to step down. So your entire government is being swapped out? That's a drastic change. The country's already in a crisis, but there's also been acts of terrorism carried out by the anti-immigration faction. I see. Immigration is a very decisive issue in the Republic. With each passing day, it's becoming more apparent how weak our country is. I expect our leaders to announce a new course of action after today's discussion. Thank you. I have a handle on Calvard's situation now. Despite her young age, Kayla is remarkably sharp. Sharp, like if you prick your finger, it'll hurt. Forget it. By the way, it's good to see you again, Kayla. How has Kalika been doing? As well as ever. She's one iron lady. You make it sound as though a long time has passed since you were last in Calvard. Angelica. That Kalika. I wonder, is she who I think she is? You picked up on her name, huh? She's a practitioner of Taito. She's the one you taught me. I thought so. Kayla, have you also been trained in the Taito style? No, although I do admire Eastern martial arts and swordsmanship. Pursuing those arts requires serious dedication and investment of one's time. I admire you for having reached intermediate level in the 8 Leaves 1 Blade style, Reen. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Is there another one in this room? I guess not. Alright. Who's in here? Drinking some tea. This coffee is excellent. Or coffee. Yeah, and the biscuits are great. It looks like cheesecake. The Remiferia's specialities. I'm glad they're to your liking. Afternoon coffee and biscuits. What a wonderful custom. I could get used to this. Haha, so true. I was worried that you'd be pretty unapproachable, since you're the Grand Princess's secretary. I was surprised to learn you're not that much older than us, though. You're really young for your position. My situation is quite different. I'm close friends with Princess Elfin. I've been appointed especially for this occasion. My family is quite well known in Remiferia. You might have heard of the Ceylans? Let me think. Ceylan, where have I heard that name before? The Ceylan Company produces medical equipment shipped worldwide. Remiferia is famous for being at the forefront of medical research, which becomes a bartering chip in relations with other nations. The Ceylan family, besides owning a prosperous medical company, has strong connections in government. You've done your homework. Heh. The current state of affairs is deeply worrying for Remiferia. Our country is small and relies on advanced technology and scientific research to remain afloat. We're not prepared to deal with this war in the least. I understand your predicament. I wish there was something we could do to help. Well, let's see how these talks go first. I was wondering what her special secretary position was all about. She's very good with words, though. It's easy to see things from her perspective, and she encourages others to side with her. The Grand Prince made the right choice appointing her. Yeah, sure did. Look at all the conversations here with all the peoples. All the peoples, even reporter Grace is here. Well, I sure am lucky getting invited on board the Pantagruel to carry out exclusive interviews. So many interested people in all one place. Ellie, Tio, Elisa, and even Emma of the Hexen clan. This has gotta be fate. Adios must have guided me to interview you all. What do you say? Maybe later if it doesn't take too long. Sorry, but I prefer if you kept me out of the papers. Even the ever the keen journalist, Grace. You should be aware of this, but you won't be allowed to publish anything about this meeting in the foreseeable future. What about the freedom of press? Just kidding. I understand that being invited to this top-secret get-together is a great privilege, and I won't be able to write about it for a while. But once international relations become somewhat normalized, maybe I'll get the green light to publish a special report on this. After all, my duty as a journalist is to observe and document important events. That's definitely an important role. That's a sensible approach to take. I would take everything she says with a grain of salt. You're hoping the materials you collect here will win you the Pulitzer Prize, aren't you? Anyway, there's no harm in it, is there? I missed my chance last year and the year before. That's Grace, a journalist working in Crossbell. Whatever her reason, she must have impressed the right people to be allowed here. Yeah, how'd you get here? Oh, we're not done yet. Not done yet! Ah, the man of the hour. Reporter Rien Schwarzer, will you agree to an interview? I'm not at liberty to talk about a lot of things. Grace, you're putting him on the spot. She's very single-minded about interviewing people, but she's a nice person. Boo, you're no help at all, T.O. Rien, you look just like Grace, walking around and sniffing out info. Well, it's not like I'm not curious about the meeting. By the way, I'm surprised that Vita didn't show up. Me too, she left the barrier and vanished somewhere. It worries me a little. Yeah, it's kind of suspicious. Huh? You think you nervous she's plotting something? I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but she's helped us numerous times, but Vita's known to pursue some pretty questionable goals. I think we should give her the benefit of the doubt. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty, right? Thanks, Rien. If only the same could be said of my mother. Chairman Irina, well, she's raised a wonderful daughter. There's no way she could be a bad person. Aw, thanks, that was nice of you. Do I sense a scoop? Why is the Ashen Chevalier so sweet to you? Are you perhaps in a relationship? Grace, control yourself. Sorry. You can tell her off any number of times. She always back to her MO right away. Yep. And now for this lovely group. The group of the SSS and Yuna. You bulked up since I last saw you, Lloyd. You haven't grown taller as much as wider in the shoulders. Life on the run's better than hitting the gym. I had to get my outfits retailored. Oh, I didn't notice. You see him every day, so the difference isn't as obvious. But he looks more like his brother now, doesn't he? I've only seen him in pictures, but yeah, I'd say so. Now, if only I had his height, too. Is it Guy Bannings you are referring to? He was once a high-ranking officer at the Crossbell Police Department, but died in the line of duty 5 years ago. Yeah, we used to live nearby. I only knew him from visions of the past I've seen here and there. He was super tall, and he seemed like a really reliable guy. Yeah, I feel like such a kid compared to him, but there's no use in wishing I was more like my brother. I've got to play the cards I've been dealt. It's me you got, not him, and I'm determined to, as much as can be, to end this and work towards independence for Crossbell. Me too. Spoken like a true leader. It's no wonder you were able to shake myself and Instructor Rien off during our encounter 2 years ago. Lloyd's been through a lot. In fact, I made it. I might have had it easier than him. It's news to me that he had a brother, though. His brother sounds like an amazing person, too. Been a while since we heard of, Guy Bannings. Instructor Rien, aren't you busy playing nice with everyone? Well, we've got to make the most of this opportunity. Lloyd, there's a lot for us to catch up on. Haha, I'd love to get a drink or two with you if we had the time, but... Sweet, I'm coming too. How about we go to a place I know when this thing lands? It's got some pretty nice... Randy. Alright. Haha, that's just like Randy. Actually, that reminds me. Rixie and Mao's busy elsewhere right now. We haven't seen her in a while. Yeah, there's a bunch of different factions out at play here. both within and outside Erebonia. The other members of the SSS and our dear close allies are all busy dealing with them, like Noel, Chief Sergei, Dudley, and Arios. That's right, Fran and Wazi help us out sometimes too. Sonia and Marielle have been keeping their heads down though. They can't do much considering their position. They're members of the same Crossbell Guardian force that was absorbed by the Imperial Army, aren't they? Both very capable officers. Yeah, and they have the same objective we do, but different obligations. Not unrelated to the contents of today's meeting. Okay, I'm starting to get a clearer picture. You can't help but get an idea of the master plan, looking at all the people Musei and General Le Guin invited here. Wow, Reen, I'm impressed. You ever think about becoming a detective? I doubt I can match up to the pros. Okay, can someone tell me what's going on? Same here. The only thing I know for sure is that these two gotta stop showing off already. I believe you are just projecting, Instructor Randy. Haha, you could do the same if you tried, Randy. Hey, I'm not like I do when you're... I'm not sure I like what you're saying, Kato. Hehehehehe. No. No, Lloyd. No. Nope. No. No, no, no. Never. Never, ever, ever. And here are the Trails in the Sky room. I'd never dream I'd be in the presence of the President of Calvard and the Grand Prince of Remiferia. Crown Princess Claudia and Lieutenant General Cassius are here too. Man, this place is crammed top to bottom with bigwigs. Me, on the other hand, I'm just some schmuck with an airship. What am I doing here, mingling with them? What's the problem? You're great at mingling. And besides, you've been helping out Lloyd and Reen a bunch. No reason for you to not be here. By the way, thanks for helping me and Agate cross the border into the Empire. Things would have been way harder without you. Tita, I told you that was no big deal. You save my bacon too in Heimdall. Seems like Kapua Delivery Service is always there to help when we're in a pinch. Your services are a lifeline for the guild too. Everyone's very thankful to have you guys around. You don't work for Jaegers and you stay away from shady business. That counts in your favor too. Look, it's a business and we do what we have to in order to turn a profit. Ooh, she's blushing. Ooh, you guys, stop it. You really like teasing her, huh? Hee hee, don't worry, it's a friendly teasing. Leaves as well as the branch campus used to be within the Kapua Barony. The members of Kapua Delivery Service used to be Sky Bandits, but they seem like decent people. Yeah, they're nice. Hey Reen, you're quite the social butterfly today. Just making sure I get to talk to everyone. Cassius is next on my list. Makes sense since you both studied with Master Kafai after all. If I'm being honest, I'm not really sure why he and Chloe agreed to come all the way here. And I don't know what to think about this Duchess Cayenne. The whole meeting is giving me some bad vibes. Yusi's not a bad person, I promise. I can only imagine she must have been planning this for a while. She tries not to show it, but the situation in the Empire was probably bothering her a lot. You noticed too, didn't you, Instructor? Yeah, I did. But from what I've heard, Yuna saw right through her when they met back up.
Sure, you may also be a genius who can come up with plans to change the fate of the world, but that's beside the point. There's no way an ordinary girl like you would be okay with a plan that would cost millions of people their lives, is there?
Her mask fell for a second then. She's only 16 too, even younger than Fee. I've heard this and that about the Cayenne family. The Duke before the last was widely believed to be a just and wise noble. When he died in an accident, his younger brother inherited the title, but all he cared about was his personal interests. Yusei's foolish uncle even stirred up the Civil War, and their family was about to be stripped of their title and privilege. And yet here we are, with Musei as the mastermind behind the plan to save the world. She's got more guts than anyone on this ship. I think I can empathize with her more after hearing that. Yeah, me too. Judging from what I've heard, it's no surprise she understands. There's no telling how these talks will go until they're over and done with. But regardless of what major events are set in motion, we must not forget about the individuals that will be swept up. Muse is one of those individuals, so do me a favor and stay by your side. I doubt you need me to tell you that, though. Hee hee. You really are amazing. Huh? Haha. You really just say what you think without beating around the bush, huh? I see now why Tita compares you to the sun. You're bright and you dispel any shadows of doubt in others. Thanks for the advice. That was my intention all along, but I needed the kick to get around to it. Haha, glad to help. Good luck. Thanks. Oh, more talks. Oh man. Oh, Estelle, there's something I've been dying to know. You and Joshua are together, right? But how far exactly have you guys gone? Huh? That's so out of the blue. Don't try to wiggle out of it now. I'm burning with curiosity too. Hee hee, you wouldn't have tried to dodge the question unless... Whoa! Why are you all bugging me about it? Urgh. I can't tell you what Reen's right there. When Reen's right there, what if he hears? Looks like they're talking about something personal. I don't want to be a third wheel. I better go. Oh man. Let's save the game. There's been a lot of talks. We're moving on to the final one though. The final talkie talk with Ash. Hey Kurt and Ash, good to see you again. Happy to have your instructor back? Yes, very much so. It was only possible thanks to everyone's help. Agate was pretty impressive with that sword of his. Really see where he got the name Heavy Blade. Those two weren't bad either. I might have taken a couple swings, but I was just one of many taking part in Operation Bust Reen Out. Same goes for me and Kia. Maybe our timing was lucky, but credit goes to everyone equally. Joshua, Ash, don't the two of you have something important to talk about? Ren, she's right, don't put it off. Everything's going to shit right now. There's no guarantee you'll be able to see each other again. Yes, you should sort things out now. There's no denying that Raquel has become home to you, Ash, but I'm sure there's value in learning about the place that led you there. Hamel was just a small village. It had no more than a few dozen inhabitants. As a result, there were very few children living there. Lo was the oldest at 16, my sister Corinne was 15, and I was 6. But there was another boy too. He was 3 years old. He was too young to play with us much, but ever since he was a baby, we looked after him. I was looking forward to playing with him when he was a little older. He was almost like a little brother to me. But then those peaceful days abruptly ended. A group of Jaeger dropouts posing as the Royal Army opened fire on the villagers. I watched on and Jan, and as Jan and Amelia were shot, there was blood everywhere. Their son fell to the ground, blood all over his clothes. We fled. We ran and ran, too afraid to look back. Survival was the only thing on our minds. The boy didn't die, though. He had merely fainted from shock. We had no idea. Eventually, we made it out of the village. Lo stayed behind to distract our pursuers. He told me and Corinne to keep running. But we got ambushed by another group of Jaeger dropouts. Joshua. That's truly heart-wrenching. I've heard of it before, but it gets me every time. That's what happened 14 years ago. At least now I remember it. That boy we left behind might have a different perspective on the events of that day. He may have hated us for escaping without him, and I can't blame him. The bullet you fired at Emperor Eugen should have been for me. Joshua! It's alright, Ren. It was a shock when I heard about what happened in Heimdall. I realized that the burden that boy from Hamel had to live with. But even though I felt immense guilt that we hadn't checked to see if he was alive, that we hadn't taken him with us, there was another feeling too. Overwhelming joy. I can't say how happy it made me when I found out that he had survived. Joshua, thanks for being patient and listening to this long story of mine. Heh. I don't know why you'd bother telling me when it's got nothing to do with me, but it wasn't entirely boring. I managed to stay awake till the end. Ash. Heh. Glad to hear it. Thanks, Ash. The Hamel tragedy that took place around at about the same time as when I was first taken to Ymir. I'm glad Ash was able to hear Joshua's story. A rough story indeed. Very rough, but I'm glad that they're good buddies now. Oh, I didn't notice you were there, instructor. Hey, Reed. Dude, eavesdrop much? Sorry about that, but at the same event Joshua was talking about pretty much changed the course of my life, too, so it's at least a little relevant to me. Why so defensive, Ash? I thought you said Joshua's story had nothing to do with you. She got you there. Whatever, screw all that old drama. You got plenty of new drama we could talk about instead. For example, what's going on with you and Russell, huh? The hell are you talking about? Huh? Oh, why don't you share with the rest of the class? But Ren, it's not like that. Damn, you can't even see what's right in front of your face, old man. We all know what's going on. It's obvious to anyone with half a brain. Who are you calling old, you little brat? I'm only 28. Why are we even talking about this? That's a very Ash way to change the topic. He used to be such a crybaby. I'm glad Adios kept him safe. No, not just her. It's thanks to a number of kind-hearted people. Yeah, thanks for sharing the story with us, Joshua. Of course, thank you as well, Reed, for all you've done for him. And that is all. That's everyone. Every single person. Sounds like the meeting is over. Hopefully all went well. No one was shot during the meeting. Looks like everyone's alive. That's good.
Oh, you there, young man.
You're Rean Schwarzer, correct?
That's me. Yes, that's right. I'm honored to make your acquaintances.
As am I. Stories of the Ashen Chevalier have certainly made their rounds across Calvin. Though I suppose not all of those stories paint you in the best light.
That's perfectly understandable. However, I hear you single-handedly destroyed a number of our tanks and gunships without killing those within. It was quite a feat, which spiked my curiosity. I see now why Lady Mildine, Princess Alphen, and General Le Guin hold you in such high esteem. But thank you for the compliment. Please accept my apologies about your tanks. It was nothing personal. You've also played a part in the Northern War, didn't you? Remetheria and Northumbria have been on friendly terms for quite a long time. It pains me greatly we cannot do anything to help them. Your involvement contributed to a significant reduction in casualties among their citizens, though. You give me too much credit. I wasn't acting alone. No need to be so humble. I heard stories about you from refugees who fled to Remetheria when Northumbria was incorporated into the Erebonian Empire. Haha, modesty is a fine trait, but it starts to grate when people downplay their achievements. Acknowledge your importance. You're the person whose actions may very well decide the fate of the world after all. There's still plenty of time until dinner. If you'd like to chat some more, I'll be in my room. Since the acting Duke Alberea and the fellow from the Inspectorate are here, why not invite them along as well? I'm already informed them. I will also be retiring to my room until dinner. Feel free to come and see me if you wish. I'd like to speak with Lloyd, too. I'll go and tell him. So the talks are not done yet, guys.
I was wondering when we'd finally get the chance to meet.
Huh? Cassius. Wow. Lieutenant General Bright, I've heard much about you from Master Kafai. I don't think I've had the chance to introduce myself to you either, Your Highness. I am Rean Schwarzer, son of the Baron Tio Schwarzer, and disciple of the 8 Leaves One Blade School. I currently work as an instructor for Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintances.
Oh, no. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you. In a way, this feels closer to a reunion than a first meeting. Perhaps it's due to all the tales I've heard about you from Tita and Josette. And from Prince Olivert as well.
I'm honored to hear that. What happened to Olivert was truly heartbreaking. He had this grand vision, you see. It wasn't only with Erebonia's best interests in mind, but those of the entire continent. Yes, he was a great man. Victor and Tavel were good friends of mine as well. Their deaths have a heavy blow to Erebonia. I'd even say it was felt by the whole continent. But now we must carry on without them, even if that involves committing to something they most certainly would have never approved of. Huh? If you'd like, why don't you stop by to chat for a bit before dinner? Cassius, you wanted to talk to Estelle, didn't you? Yes, and the others as well. Ren, Tita, and Agate. Please do come along, Reen. We could reminisce about Master Kafai together. I'll definitely stop by. Bye.
Oh, Reen! There you are!
Who said that? Hello, Princess Elfin. Are you alright? Of course. I was a little shocked about the topics of discussion, but I suppose it's good we were able to talk about all these pressing issues. Princess, I see. I'm sorry I couldn't reveal the intended scale when I invited you, Princess. I trust you understand this was an inevitable reality. Your presence here was of the utmost importance. Yes, I'm well aware of my responsibilities. With neither father nor my brothers available, it falls to me to represent the Imperial family and remain informed of the current situation. Would you be so kind as to share some of that information with us at dinner? That's the plan. We could use more input on the matters at hand. We'll all be cooperating, of course. Bracers, the special support section, and representatives of Thors could make their voices heard too. We'll need to know where they intend to position themselves between Operations Jormungandr and Mil Mirage. Dinner won't be served for a while, though. Princess Elfin, Elise, why don't you join me for tea? You may join as well, Instructor, but the topic of discussion will most likely not interest you given how easily you embarrass. I can never tell if you're joking, Muse, but tea sounds good to me. Yes, count me in too. Oh, maybe Claudia could join us. Yes, I'll extend an invitation to her. Instructor Reen, will you be coming? Please do. If you insist, I'll see you in a bit. Alright. So we have a bunch of people to talk to once again. Yep. People have moved to new locations. Some optional content will become unavailable. So heart, 2 stars rather. There's 2 stars. Is there anything? Nope. Time to bust down this door. Wowzers, an exclusive interview like this sure makes my day. What are your thoughts on the development since the trade conference 2 years ago? And what's your take on the recent incidents in the Principality? I've answered those questions for the Ardent Press before. Grace, was it? Listen, Grace, it's all very well that you're so motivated, but you should think your questions through beforehand. Ark. Somehow it hurts that much more being told off by a stunningly beautiful woman. Sounds like they're in the middle of a spirited conversation. Let's visit the Liberal waiting room for now. Yeah, let's do that. There it is, right? How's the Calvert going? Not too bad. Sharp intellect, situation. New party. Blah, 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 blah. So there's the stars. Anything else we're forgetting? No. Chloe, how are you? I'm well, thanks. I haven't seen you in 3 months. Good to see you again, Joshua, Ren, and you guys. Been a while. Tita and I saw you in Grancel before we set off for Erebonia. I'm so happy to see you again. It was the same for us, but we headed to Calvert instead. How was the Queen? Very well, thanks for asking about her. She couldn't have attended with all the attention around her right now. That's why she sent me in her stead. I see. She needed someone trustworthy to represent her. But if these talks are so crucial, why didn't Yulia and Seek come too? I imagine some urgent matters kept them busy. Seek hardly has a moment to spare, working as a messenger. I see. Based off that, I suppose I have an idea of what's going on. Yeah. I doubt people were just making small talk over tea and biscuits in there. Can you share anything with us, Dad? We haven't seen each other in half a year, and it's straight to business, with neither hello nor hug. I suppose a father can't hope for love and affection from his daughter once she's left the nest and become independent. Don't guilt-trip me for not being all sugary sweet. You seem well anyway. Haha, you too, sunshine. Joshua, everything alright? Yes, all's going well. So you're Chloe's bodyguard today, Dad. Oh, don't tell me that's all you're here for. I won't believe it. Well, have some patience. Everything will be revealed soon enough. Ren, did you get taller? You've grown a lot since I last saw you. Heh, I'm only taller by 5 reg. I'll catch up with Tita at this rate. No, please don't. It took me so long to stop looking like a kid. Don't worry, Tita. You're still growing. You're only 16. Estelle had just joined the Bracers when she was your age. Hee hee, it feels like it was only yesterday we were traveling around Liberl together. I was a sky bandit back then. You might be older now, Estelle, but you're as happy-go-lucky as ever, I see. That's not the worst thing in the world, is it? As for you, Josette, even grown up, you never lost that little urchin attitude. It's part of my personal identity, you see. Heh, Tita, I hear you've been making a name for yourself. Your grandfather has nothing but praise for you. Apparently, though, your mom worries about you a lot. Aw, she's just a worrywart. I write her a lot to let her know I'm fine. I already messaged her to tell her everything's okay. She mentioned something about Agit getting his comeuppance next time she sees him too. She said she was drafting a new research project involving human test subjects. What? Mom? Hee hee, it's like the good old times again. That reminds me, Estelle, did you see Zen when you were in Calvard? I did. It was just before I came to Erebonia. He asked me to pass messages for him to my dad and a few others. Oh, brilliant. They've got lots to talk about. I don't want to interrupt their fun. I should come back later. Oh, hello, Instructor Reen. Reen, sorry we were so caught up in catching up. We didn't mean to exclude you. Don't be shy, boy. Come and join us. Sure, if you don't mind. And then we all have talks. Many, many talks. Great to see everyone from the old games like this. Brings back memories when I played these games 5 or 4 years ago. You seem to be enjoying yourselves, but there's no surprise when good friends get together. They bonded during the Orbal shutdown phenomenon. It's regrettable Olivert was no longer with us, and Sherazard has gone missing as well. Regardless, we must stay focused on what's ahead of us and try to remain optimistic. Wise words. By the way, I'm happy to see you, Reen. Master Kathai has been telling me about you. This young man has even more potential than you, Cassius. I'm sure that's not true. He must have been teasing you. Besides, there are so many complicating factors now. Oh, you're speaking of your background. I've heard of it, and I'm aware of the cause of your altered appearance too. Don't worry too much about what you can't change, Reen. And by the way, I got a letter about you a month ago from a certain man on an eastward journey. You don't mean Master Kathai? But I was still in prison then. Yes, so I hear. Oddly enough, it was foretold in the letter. Whether it was a prophecy or just a wild guess, I cannot tell. That guy. A frighteningly accurate prediction. What was the letter about exactly? That's the thing, Reen. In light of the current situation, I'm afraid I cannot tell you yet. Huh? It's not the right time nor place. But to give you a rough idea, the letter regards mastery of our school of swordsmanship. In the time of turbulence, become that flashing blade which illuminates the darkness, even for the briefest moment. Once I have returned from the east and we have reunited, I shall impart to you my final teachings. forms our master passed on to me are the first Helix and the seventh Void. You, however, seem to be trying to touch on all 7 forms. In doing so, go beyond even Void. You understand how difficult such a feat will be, don't you? Of course, with the way I am now, I'm not confident I could ever achieve it. But you're right, this isn't the place to discuss it. Just keep it in mind, we'll come back to it later. I'll relay our master's message for you once the circumstances are right. We have yet to see where today's talks lead to. But a time when great determination and sacrifice are needed is no doubt to come. I'll be ready for it. Oh, they got on like a house on fire. Yeah, you couldn't tell they've only just met. Having someone unique in common like their fighting style brings people together. I'm feeling a bit jealous now. Hee hee, it looks like we're the outsiders. I totally get that though. Agate, are you feeling left out too? Nah, why would I care? Excuse me for butting in. I'm from the Crossbell Times. Could you please spare some time for a really quick interview? Your Grace? Serious about your job, I see. I bet Niall and Dorothy gave you their list of questions for the attendees, too. I remember Niall and Dorothy. Huh? Tea. Everyone's been moving around. There's still time to chat with the attendees before dinner. People have moved to new locations. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Yep, this is the talking stream, guys. Talks forever. Hi, Schwarzer. Hey guys, you're discussing armed forces movements on different fronts? Rosine, I'm surprised to see you with them. I've got my reasons. As you overheard, we're trying to get a better picture of where each militarized faction is allocated in its resources. Besides the Wasteland Army, I wanted to check in with the Bracers and the Armored Divisions too. I've also been looking into the Armored Division's movements. It seems they've established a new squad. The Guild's also keeping an eye on the situation. We're tracking high-ranking Jaeger Corps movements and gauging the neighboring countries' responses. It'll be helpful to trade info with you guys too. Ah, I see. Huh? And you're also gathering intel on military movements, Rosine? As a matter of fact, yes. There is no organization that understands and fears the Great Twilight more than the Septian Church. The details are confidential, but we've already decided which measures to take. Seriously? I can only imagine what that means. We'll all benefit from cooperating, but in any case, we'll return to Operation Mil Mirage at dinner. For now, let's just take a break. Sounds like a plan. What is the operation? We'll know soon. Haven't there been any updates on Hercules? We're still unable to locate them. With the Ramda's stealth function and mobility of a gunship, they're very hard to track down. We're not going to give up, of course. I heard you requested the Bracer Guild help with this. Yes, although they also haven't been able to dig up any new information since we lost sight of Hercules in the canyon. I heard about that from the guild too. I guess when a special forces squad equipped with the latest technology wants to disappear, it'd take a miracle to track them down. La Ramda, we've seen firsthand in Heimdall how its spatial projection function can seriously impede pursuit. If they'd only surrender, there'd be room for negotiations with Erebonia. But maybe the curse has progressed too far for that. The Dark Dragon made the members of the Hercules squad into its kin back in Heimdall. The Great Twilight must have taken that and twisted them into Nacht Familia. Nacht Familia? There are vampires from Erebonian folklore, if I'm not mistaken. Is there any way to make them human again? It's possible, if you act quickly. If you find them within a few days, they should be fine. So that's our time frame. Kayla, let me know if you pick up their trail. You might be able to help in some capacity. You're volunteering to help? That is much appreciated. Vampires. Oh my gosh, the Great Twilight is real. Oh my gosh. Cassius, how have you been? When was it when we last saw each other? Goodness, 4 years at least. I'm sorry I missed your A-rank promotion ceremony. It coincided with the orbital shutdown phenomenon, so there was no helping it. Thank you for writing my recommendation. You're welcome. Have you managed to come to terms with Colonel Velstein passing away? Yes, I've been lucky to be surrounded by good, supportive friends from the Bracer Guild and my wonderful students. Laura is one of my students. Kurt's a student from a student. I'm Laura Arseed. You, sir, are a legend. It is truly an honor to meet you in person. I'm very glad to meet you too, Laura. I had the pleasure of working with Victor on the Bracer Guild branch bombing case. He praised you highly. Please accept my sincerest sympathy. His loss must have hurt you deeply. Thank you, sir. My father once told me that seeing your prowess with the staff firsthand would be a beneficial experience for me. I believe you were self-taught? Not quite. I learned the basics from a friend. I also took the liberty of incorporating teachings into the 8 Leaves school into it. I'm very impressed, sir. Only those who are very talented are able to do so. Kurt, why don't you introduce yourself? Yes. I am Kurt Vander, younger brother of Mueller Vander, and nephew of Zex Vander. Pardon me, sir. You're quite the hero. I feel a bit overwhelmed. Take it easy. I'm not all they say about me. I met your brother and uncle, but I don't believe I've ever spoken to your father. When things calm down a little, I'd like to pay a visit to your folks. I fear I've been rather impolite in not having done so yet. Oh, not at all. I'm sure my mother and father will be thrilled to meet you. Lots of connections. Spend the whole evening talking to him about swordplay, but that'd be rude to monopolize him. I relay our master's message for you. Once the circumstances are right, then we'll determine where we need to go. There's a lot of dialogue, guys. Oh, and there's more here, too. Ah! Oh, Reen. Heh, come and join us. Don't mind if I do. By the way, was the Silver Streak an acquaintance of yours, Cassius? Scheherazade. Yes, she was a pupil of mine at the guild. It's very odd that she's vanished into thin air. Yes, no one seems to be able to track down her whereabouts. If she wasn't at the Gnomes HQ, could it be possible that Ouroboros abducted her? No, Shira has a relative who's among the ranks of Ouroboros. Find it hard to believe that they'd kidnap her. I think I know who you mean. Scheherazade mentioned her to me when we were out drinking. Enforcer number... 6 maybe. The Bewitching Belle, yes? Duvali. Yep, that's her. She showed up in Liberal during the orbital shutdown too. But it's unknown whether she's still alive. It seems she hasn't reported back to Ouroboros since that incident. They haven't written her off as dead yet, though. It's assumed the situation is similar to Blue Blanc's, that she's out there somewhere, going about her business. The Silver Streak was like a sister to her, though. She wouldn't keep quiet if Ouroboros had abducted her. I see. We might as well drop that line of investigation. My, if it isn't the Strailritter's Duvali the Swift, you seem very well informed. I could say the same about you, especially considering you don't have ties with Ouroboros yourself. I understand now why the Faceless was remarkably wary of you. My lord is also intrigued by you. If you don't mind, I'd like to hear how you achieve mastery in so many disciplines. Oh, swordplay, martial arts, strategy. Heh, and I hear your master's disciple Arios is just like you. Yes, I've heard rumors about him. Just for reference, if you could tell us if there's any particular trick to it. Not that it impresses me all that much, but both you and Arseed was renowned as the finest swordsman alive, so it must count for something. I can't think of many honors greater than the Maiden of Legend herself taking an interest in me. Well, ask me anything, and I'll try to satisfy your curiosity. Although we may not be able to go into much detail this time. That's fine. First of all, why did you give up the sword and switch to the staff? Duvali's so easy to read, but that's part of her charm. She's polite to everyone and doesn't look down on others, even if they're her enemy. As expected of the Steel Maiden's disciple, I look up to her as well. Oh my word, guys. Oh my goodness. Looks like there's 2 chats here. Nope, there's one. Hi, I'm Kia Bannings. Ren told me lots about you, Tita. Nice to meet you. I'm Tita Russell. I can't believe it, Ren. She's so cute. Yeah, that's how most people react to her. You must be Angelica Ragnar. Nice to meet you. I'm Ren Bright. Uh-oh. I hear you've been trained in the Taito style by Kalika Roran. Oh, that's cool. It's nice to meet you, Angie. Or do you like Jellica better? I've died and gone to heaven. What? Angelica, are you alright? We're only 2,000 Arge above ground, but it seems we're flying close to the heavens. Tita alone is an angel, but the three of you together form an angelic choir. No, remain calm, Angelica. Celine, what's going on here? Beats me. I was just having a nap and woke up to this. Gah, I can't stand it anymore! Angelica? She's faster than lightning. Ha ha ha, hug attack! Squeeze! Ah! My life is complete! You're just going to stand by and watch this happen, huh, Reen? I'm just waiting for things to calm down so I can say hello. No, it's not gonna happen. No, they're surrendering. Angelica's surrendering herself to the people. Ah, so your mom moved to Erebonia. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, we're back. Ah, so your mom moved to Erebonia. Yeah, she couldn't stand Crossbow after splitting with my father, who's Calvardian, so she moved in with some distant relatives of hers in the Empire. That was 10 years ago. Time really does fly. Oh, I think you told me about this before. I feel like I'm forgetting something. That rings a bell, actually. Distant relatives of the noble McDowell family from Crossbell. That would be the Barons of Eastern Lemaire, if I'm not mistaken. How did you... of course, you're from Lemaire yourself. You're right. Family trees can get so sprawling. You can't easily tell who's related to who. In fact, that Baron's family are also distant relatives of my family. Oh? Maybe that's why your hair color is the same. The pearl gray shade is definitely unusual, but the two of you have almost the exact same shade. Heh, that's right, it runs in the family. We may be distant cousins, but we share the same blood nonetheless. I had no idea. What a pleasant surprise. Aurelia Le Guin, a cousin. Glad to have you in my family, Ellie McDowell. Hee hee. Aw, that's so sweet. Uh-oh, Noelle tease up every time I talk to Ellie. They're tense up, and why would that be, Miss Crawford? Eek, no reason. I suppose this hints at the close ties between Erebonia and Crossbell, which stretch back centuries. Crossbell's also been cooperating with Calvard for a long time, and now they're in this awkward position where they have to choose between one ally or the other. It feels so wrong. Oh? Alyssa, that's precisely the case. I probably don't have any right to say that, considering my own position. No, your honesty is much appreciated. It was wonderful to talk to you, Elisa. Same. Thanks you all for the advice, Ellie. It really is nice to be in the company of people who really get along. Yes, friendship is beautiful, isn't it? I heard about Ellie's mother, or at least someone who seemed like her, living in an Erebonian town. I guess that's what was nagging at me earlier. I'll leave him alone for now. Oh, we're not done yet. No. How are you doing? Very well, thank you. Just catching up with friends. We've been exchanging messages since we were 3 months old. Met 3 months ago. We discovered that we have some shared interests. Heh. Shush, Ellie, don't tell him. What interests? Wait, why is Alyssa so cagey about it? Oh wait, I have an idea. Never mind. Let's talk about that in private. Hee hee, okay, we're in a similar situation anyway. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. You'd be surprised. Next to them, I feel like a kid lost in the dark. They'll get there in time. Schwarzer, you could probably learn a thing or two from them as well. I'm not sure what the conversation was about, but I'm always reminded there's plenty of room for me to learn from others. Yes. And now there's 5 more. My god. Oh! I spy with my little eye, Ellie Schwarzer, Princess Alphen's trusted friend and the sister of the Ashen Chevalier. You're friends with Lady Mildine too, aren't you? We need to talk. If you have questions about my friends, I'd rather you talk to them directly. I'm no gossip. Oh, I wouldn't try to drag out any embarrassing stories about your friends. Nothing of the sort. You're a reporter from Crossbell? So she's your next target on your hunt for a big scoop? Don't make me sound like some fierce predator. The only thing ferocious about me is my intellect. Hold on, aren't you Ash Carbide? The guy who shot the Emperor? What's the truth behind that story? How did it feel to pull the trigger? Oh crap, what did I get myself into now? Oh my gosh, and that tall gentleman, is that the 8th Dominion of the Grailstritter? There are several topics I'd love to interview in depth about. Not that I'm totally in the dark about what you've been up to. Wazzy, Kevin, and Reese has already spilled some beans. Did they? Don't be shy, I don't bite. Seems like this is the party corner. Brilliant, here comes the hero to join us. This is perfect. Let's go to the empty room over there so we can all talk in private. I'm not against an interview myself, but I'd much rather you didn't hound my friends and family for one. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself there, I guess. But if there's anything you could tell me that I could quote on my report, like maybe just a short comment from each of you, that's not unreasonable, sure. Dude, speak for yourself. What if I give her dirt on you? You're being a little overprotective. Haha, typical Reen, really. Typical Reen. Alright, 4 more left, at the least. Hey Reen, don't be a stranger, come and join us. What have you guys been talking about? Jaeger troop movements and stuff related to the war, as well as Ouroboros' presumed plans. Huh, I've been wondering about those things too. Right now it looks they're both serving the Imperial government, just like the gnomes. That's a really nasty mix if you ask me. The old Northern Jaegers and Needhog are in a different situation though. Yeah, the Imperial Defense Force forced them to cooperate using hostages. They're currently looking for a chance to free them. What they do from now on depends on whose pocket they find themselves in this time. Shirley's a key member of the Red Constellation, so you can be sure they're in tune with Ouroboros' schemes. As for Zephyr, the gnomes hired them, but it's ultimately up to the boss to decide what they do. I don't know the details yet. There's also Ouroboros' Enhanced Jaegers, the troops the former 3rd Anguis deployed during the incident in Liberal. Yeah, Yuna and the others encountered some of in Hamel. Between all of you, you've got a decent and intelligent network to draw on. You make for a really good team. Yeah. And if there's any info we don't have, the Divine Blade and the Golden Raksasha are here too. It's hard to believe Muse managed to get all these guys under one roof. I know, right? Okay, at most there's 3 left. It's been a long time since we last met. We haven't had the chance to speak since the trade conference 2 years ago. It's nice to see you again. And you, I'm glad you all seem to be doing well. Lady Mildine, it's also the first time in many years that I have the pleasure to talk with you. While I wouldn't call these the ideal circumstances, I'm delighted. You're a most impressive young lady now. Hee hee, you flatter me. It's good to have time to chat about non-official affairs, yes? So you've known each other for a while? Prince Albert was a good friend of my late father. Yes, we met for the first time over a decade ago. Somehow Alfred and I got on fabulously well right from the start. We talk about politics, economics, and social issues from evening until the early morning hours. The lakes and marshes of Remetheria enchanted Alfred, and he'd often bring his family there. That takes me back. I was just a little girl back then, but I vaguely remember our visits. I mostly played with your niece. She was the same age as me, I believe. I'd like to see her again. Ah, that's right. You two really liked each other, didn't you? Speaking of your niece... Oh, that's right. I haven't seen her in ages. There have been some rumors going around about her. She's become intraceable lately. As her uncle, I want to protect her, but she's certainly not making it easy. Sometimes I think she does it just to spite me. He's gotten really grumbly. He must care a lot about his niece, though he does seem a little bit overprotective. Oh, he's always been like this. Ahem, apologize for the digression. Didn't mean to bore you with family issues. Netheria will gladly provide you with assistance, be it human resources or medical services. If the SSS needs anything, do not hesitate to let me know. Tio, I'm aware of your family situation. If there's anything I can do. Thank you for your kind offer. It isn't as bad now, though. We've even been keeping in touch more. Ah, that's a relief. Prince Albert is a friendly guy, and Musei's known him for a long time. Looks like she's made connections early on. I should say hello to the prince, too. The prince! Alright, Lloyd wants to play card game. My response to that is no. No, no, no. Thank you for the invitation, President Rocksmith. Haha, there's no need to be so tense in my presence, Machias. Would you like a cup of coffee? There's tea for me and coffee with milk and sugar for Miss Herschel. It would seem Calvard's intelligence agency is staffed with only the very elite. Well, their human resources are going to change now, as the new party takes over from me. Is that right? Tawa Herschel. We met at the West Samuria Trade Conference 2 years ago. Isn't that right? If memory doesn't fail me, you had coffee with milk and sugar at the banquet. Haha, your memory is excellent. But Samuel Rocksmith, the president of Calvard. As with most people in power, he easily dominates the atmosphere with his presence. Even enough he's on the way out, he's still a very influential man. Oh, knew there'd be another event. My, welcome, Ashen Chevalier. Unfortunately, I haven't been informed with what your beverage of choice might be, but since you're so well versed in Eastern culture, perhaps green tea would be to your liking. Oh, thank you, but I dropped in only for a brief chat. I wouldn't want to make a nuisance of myself. Haha, I imagine there are plenty others who'd like to speak with you today. By the way, I wanted to ask for your opinion on your colleague, Tawa Herschel. Wouldn't say that her conflict results and talents are perfect for the CID? President Rocksmith? I didn't see that coming. I heard you were bold, sir, but I never thought you'd suggest something quite that bold. Ha ha ha, I'm nowhere near as audacious as the Chancellor. Soon I won't have much authority anymore. However, I really cannot stand seeing the young talent not being put to good use. It's quite fortunate we met today. If you have any gifted friends who might be inclined to move to Calvard, let them know. I'll gladly welcome them with open arms. Haha, sorry, no one comes to mind. Hee hee, you're really not one to beat around the bush. One more, folks, one more. I'm saving the game just in case. Claudia, I'm terribly sorry about earlier. I was so taken back I lost my composure. Thank you for being so kind to me. Oh, of course, considering the subject, it was no wonder you became agitated. You have a huge responsibility on your shoulders as a representative of the Imperial family. Thank you for being so understanding. Now that rings alarm bells. I'll just wait for the announcement at dinner, and try not to worry for now, but... Bow. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Estelle Bright, member of the Liberal Bracer Guild. It is a great honor to meet you in person, Princess Elfin. Hee hee, there's no need to be so formal with me. I've heard so much about you from my brother. I feel like we're already friends. Olivier was a dear friend, and what happened to him was a terrible shock. He went out of his way to get permission for me and Joshua to visit Hamel once things have settled down in Liberl. When we heard of what happened to him, we were all so heartbroken and angry. Me, Joshua, Shara, we all wished there was something we could have done to stop it. But I'm sure all our grief is nothing compared to what you must be going through. Estelle, thank you for having been a good friend to my brother. I feel a little better knowing there were people who cared so much about him. Oliver was a very thoughtful and brave man, and a lot of fun to be around. When I was hesitant about whether to accept my duty as a crown princess, he gave me the push I needed. He also fostered friendly relations between Erebonia and Liberl. Despite his airhead appearance, he was a smart leader. Thank you, Claudia. Sob. He'd tease me for being so easily moved to tears. He'd come out with a line like, "At a time such as this, I'd like you to be the ray of sunshine which makes courage bloom." Haha, that does sound like him. Regrettably, I never had the chance to meet Prince Oliver in person. However, I heard about him encouraging greater integration and cooperation between all nations of the continent. Please accept my sincere condolences, Princess Alphen. Thank you, Lucy. By the way, you were Claudia's upperclassman at school, weren't you? Really? Oh my gosh. Actually, Chloe did tell us about that lector person before. Does that mean... That's correct. I went to Liberl to study at Genus Royal Academy. I was on the student council together with Lector Arundel. You two looked after me really well back then. It made my school life that much more enjoyable. What a small world. He's an Ironblood and a member of the Intelligence Division. He's a strange person that I thought. But wait, that famously beautiful vice president who'd forced the student council president to listen to her no matter what. That'd be me. Chloe, I wish you didn't spread exaggerated rumors about me. Hee hee, sorry, but they're not exaggerated at all. Even now, I can't forget that time you were asked about the most important thing in the world and responded with strength. And now you're just trying to embarrass me. Wait, did I really say that to you? Not directly. I overheard your conversation with Hans. So you were following me around and listening in on my own conversations with other students. Haha. Tee-hee. I wouldn't have guessed they knew each other so well. Oliver was so beloved by real people, by people from different backgrounds. It's a real shame he died so young. I'd be curious to hear more about Claudia and Lucy's school life too. Now Lecter stands on the opposite side of his former classmates. I'm sure I'll cross paths with him again, and with Claire too. Sure will. Oh, not done yet. But why would we be, right? Wonder if more have appeared, like elsewhere. Okay, we'll read this, and we'll see what happens after that. Sorry, Reed. Here we are talking about among ourselves again and leaving you out. Heh, I can get going and free up some space. No, please, don't leave on my account. You haven't seen each other in a while. I'm sure you have a lot to talk about. Getting to exchange a few words with you in person has been a great honor. With luck, we will meet again and have a longer chat then. You're too humble, Reed. Indeed. That reminds me, weren't you one of the testers for the Orbital Communication Network? I also got a test account from Ren. What would you say to exchanging network addresses? Are you sure? Heh, why not? Don't be shy. Princess Claudia doesn't limit her circle of friends to the upper classes. When she enrolled at the academy, she did so under an assumed name in order to be treated like any normal girl. Lucy, I don't need a spokesperson. Haha, okay. In that case, I'll gladly give you my network address. You sure we're playing the game? Oh no. No. No prom party. No. No. No! Well, guys, that was a lot of talking today, and I hate to edge you all on, but I'm gonna end the stream here for now. Next time we play this game, something's big is gonna happen. Something I feel is gonna be really, really big. So yeah, thank you all for coming. Today's Thursday, right? So tomorrow, Friday, will be the big grand day. So yeah, look forward to it. Thank you all for coming. I'll be back tonight with more Dayland Pocket Planet. And yeah, we'll see y'all later.
Okay.
Bye guys. Take care. Let me just do this. Okay. See you guys later. Bye.